Let's get into Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna. Welcome back to the Let's Get Into It podcast. Today we're talking about Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater, the David investigation, Somber's PR crisis, and much more. But I want to start off by talking about Rob Kardashian coming back to the Kardashians and getting back with Blac Chyna. I don't know what the family told Rob Kardashian to convince him to come back to TV because I don't think that he should. I mean, maybe this is a hot take, but I feel like it was good for his mental health to get off of the TV screen. And also considering his past with Blac Chyna, when they had a show together, they were violent, they were fighting, yelling at each other. There were reports of domestic violence. So these seem like really bad things for Rob. And of course, Blac Chyna's loving the attention. She posted a photo shoot picture that had nothing to do with Rob on Instagram, but writing in the caption, "This love is forever," tagging Rob Kardashian. Now, of course, they share a daughter, Dream Kardashian, and they have a relationship co-parenting their daughter. So there's some communication there, but I really just thought it was like, drop-offs and that was about it. I know that Khloe's a big part of Dream's life, probably to help out Rob because he's been doing it on his own for so many years. But people in the comments are loving it. And you know what? Maybe this is good for him. I mean, she has been sober for several years now. It seems like they're both in much better places emotionally, and Angela, Blac Chyna, is sober. I don't care what no one says. I love her growth and she's matured so much. Another person said, "This is the healed version of their love. No ambition, no agenda, no strategy, just love and family. I'm proud of them."
Y'all, what type of voodoo did fucking Kylie start right now? Like, first we get the King Kylie era, and then the next day, Blac Chyna is posting Rob talking about some true love forever or somewhere that shit. Like, bro, what? Rob and Blac Chyna?
To give you guys some history, Blac Chyna and Rob got engaged in 2016 and had their daughter Dream, but by 2017, their relationship was over. Blac Chyna went on to sue the Kardashian family, Kris, Kim, Khloe, and Kylie for defamation, seeking over $100 million in damages. This was because Blac Chyna felt like she could have made way more money if her show, Rob and Chyna, was continued on E, but nobody wanted to see this show continue, especially because they had broken up, and when they were together, they were fighting and violently screaming at each other. Now, I congratulate Blac Chyna on getting sober. I think that's great for her, and she says she's not the woman she used to be after being 3 years sober. And you know what? I believe it, especially because it does seem like she was wrapped into some drinking and maybe some other things. But as soon as this Instagram picture Blac Chyna posted started to trend, immediately some sources came to TMZ and said, "No way, Blac Chyna and Rob are not together." So why would Blac Chyna be trying to gaslight the world that she's with Rob, but sources are saying that they're not together?
Rob Kardashian is denying that him and Blac Chyna are actually back together. Well, not him, but sources close to him saying it's just not true. While Blac Chyna, on the other hand, is saying we're trying to work things out. I want more kids, and I'd rather have them with Rob than Tyga. She also mentioned that Rob is her person, that he's funny, but a lot has happened between the two of them since 2016.
Well, she buckled down. She spoke at an expo, and it looks like she responded to a question about her and Rob being back on, and she said it's not as straightforward as it seems to be, that they're both healing and going with the flow, whatever that means, and that if it's in God's will, then it will be. Blac Chyna is totally gushing over Rob in the clip too, talking about how funny he is and ultimately calling her his person.
We're healing.
Oh my God, I love it.
And we're communicating. And we're just going with the flow. And if God be, then it will be something.
Somebody quoted her saying, "We're healing, amen." Somebody else said that Blac Chyna is playing chess. She wants that Kardashian boy. What do you guys think of these two getting back together? Let's get into Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. Now, I actually don't want this to be true. I don't want to see these two break up, especially after everything they lost to get together. But there are so many different articles saying that Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater are over. I don't know what opened the floodgates and why all these sources are talking now. This person says that Ariana and Ethan have been on and off for most of the year. He chose not to attend the VMAs with her because they had had an argument just days before, but they made up soon after. They've been running both hot and cold with each other. You guys guys may remember that last month on September 28th, I got an anonymous tip that they saw Ethan and Ariana holding hands and they had seemed happy together. So maybe they were in an on period then. But whatever's happening now is way more dramatic than what we've ever seen, because there are articles saying that there was a wedding on the way and now the wedding talks are over.
Has everyone seen by now that Ethan Slater and Ariana Grande are no longer getting married? Is that a surprise to anybody?
The insider believes that Ariana and Ethan will keep it together for now, at least until after Wicked for Good is done. They noted that the relationship is unhealthy for both, so it's unlikely they'll be together in the long run. A second source confirmed that the couple are having issues behind the scene. The infatuation has worn off some of the novelty, so they're having to decide what's left. Maybe she sees something that goes beyond the crush, but if there's nothing more than what there was, it won't last. I mean, what happens when Ariana Grande decides to, stop being Glinda? Ethan has also been interested in having a relationship with his child, which I could have called that. He probably was so distracted by Wicked before and thought, you know what, Lily will take care of the baby, his high school sweetheart. But now he probably feels regretful of this because he's working on his relationship with his ex-wife and trying to be a father to his child. So, I could see him probably feeling a little bit guilty now. Ethan loves Ariana, but he's drowning in the circus of her life. He's used to a controlled Broadway stage, not sold out arenas, screaming for every move. Even when he's home, he's mentally halfway through the tour or rehearsals. It's exhausting just watching him trying to keep up. Here's one of those headlines talking about wedding plans, which, where did that come from? The couple, who have not been photographed together in several months, are said to be struggling from their personal drama. Supposedly, they've had so many issues that they called off their plans to marry, which, when would she even have the time to go and get married? At one point, they discussed marriage, but that's no longer on the table. They fell head over heels in love when they first hooked up, but those days are over. We're not in Emerald City anymore. But yeah, people are kind of embracing this breakup. I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like they've lost so much. I want to see them stay together, but people are liking by the masses. 400,000 likes on this post writing, Ariana Grande is so real for dumping Ethan Slater as the Wicked era comes to an end. Welcome back, Queen. So glad you've awoken from your Glinda fever dream. Go grab your quick tan and let's get back to business. This person says that the pictures of Ariana are disturbing. She has visible bones that are just covered by... I don't even want to get into that right now. Such a strange looking small people, these two. About Ariana and Ethan, it's no surprise that she lost interest when the guy is fully hers. He should see if his wife would consider taking him back. Somebody said that's not going to happen. Somebody else said, I believe his wife taking him back was a joke. I could maybe see Lily J taking him back just because they've been together since high school. They have pretty much a newborn, like a 1-year-old baby together. Maybe she would allow it. What do you guys think? If you were Lily J, would you? Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.